takes a lot of minds to make this thing work as well as you see it.
He's a photographer we don't know. Hi, sir.
You know Gary Busey? He knows. Gary doesn't know you.
Is your name Queen?
No, it's the name of a musical group.
Yes.
The lead singer's long since passed away.
I know. He's incredible.
He was great, wasn't he? He was really good.
One of the most notable musical performances from a singer I've ever seen is when Freddie Mercury had on a tuxedo toward the end of his tour in life. And he...
Come on in and join us. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is here.
Wait.
No, you can keep going. I wanted to introduce...
Let me finish.
I apologize. He just interrupted Gary.
And
it's Jeffrey...
Sorry.
Sorry, everybody.
Gary Busey just slapped Jeffrey.
Glad I rushed over.
Dean Morgan.
Oh, no.
Mike, we can give it back to him. We can give it back to him.
Let Gary get it. He's helping. Gary's helpful.
No, yeah, he's me.
leave it there. All you have to do is
talking.
Anyway, what I'm saying was Freddie Mercury did a performance of a song called "The Great Pretender."
Right. There he is. There he is.
toward
Offer the mic back. Make friends again. It's not a
Oh,
polite way to welcome.
Nobody's not friends here.
Good.
If you think that, you need to see Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, he's good, that guy.
Yeah,
You think
he
so?
Gets
sure
to the
helps
bottom of
Sam.
everything. Yeah.
Look, do you know?
He would help you with your clothing design.
Why would I need Jeffrey Dean Morgan is here, and I'm
He's
excited.
he's on the biggest show on television.
Yes.
Hey, Gary,
Not
how
only is
are
he
you?
on the biggest
Good,
show on
buddy.
television, but he's arguably the biggest character on the biggest show on television right now.
What is the biggest show on television?
I think the
Dead.
show they're referring to is The Walking Dead.
Have you heard of The Walking Dead, Gary? It's huge. You gotta keep up with what's going on.
Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead is a massive show. And
I have been to the other side twice.
Right.
There's no such thing as death. In fact, I'll take the letters that spell death
right.
and create a definition for it. Because I've been the other side twice. Death, D-E-A-T-H, stands for don't expect a tragedy here.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I think we could rename the show.
Yeah. You know the problem is.
Don't expect a tragedy here.
I feel like-
No, there's no problem.
That
Just
would work.
a problem is an opportunity in disguise.
And that's what Jeffrey Dean Morgan saw.
Right
He goes,
now, Jeffrey is thinking of can't understand Negan time.
Oh,
That's a good definition.
I wish I was this quick early in the morning.
where did you grow up?
I grew up in Seattle.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, it's a great town.
Oh, man. It's lovely.
And where about you? Where did you grow up?
I was born in Goose Creek, Texas, 11:50 a.m., June 29th, 1944. Goose Creek is now Baytown. It's down 30 miles east of Houston. It's on Black Duck Bay, not far from Anahuac, and next to the Houston Ship Channel.
Can I just say that Buddy Holly was one of my favorite performances ever by any human being?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Absolutely brilliant.
Did you ever see Carney? That's another one of my favorites.
I feel like I was chosen by Buddy's spirit to play him.
Yeah?
And when I sang, I realized months after the movie, I was channeling his voice, his spirit.
You think so?
I believe that you were.
Man, I was.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I didn't know at the time. Every scene in that movie was one take.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It was an amazing performance.
Jerry, do you
Thank
prefer
you, sir.
playing a real person like that, like a Buddy Holly or somebody that you can, there's all this tape and you can base the performance on?
I think there's a lot more pressure to play a real person.
If you think about it that way, but I thought when they gave me the permanent and dyed my hair black and gave me those clothes, I couldn't find Gary Busey in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I went, well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. And it wasn't me singing, it was Buddy, because I was playing the part of Buddy. In fact, Buddy was playing the part of me.
Right. That's fucking heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy, especially this early, right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many reference points to say if you get it right or if you get it wrong. So there's a lot. I think there's a lot of pressure for
and
that.
you could say the same thing though about the Negan character because
Right.
this is a character that like people who are familiar with the Walking Dead comics, and there's a lot of them, were so excited about coming to the show that you've got a lot on your shoulders to live up to.
I guess to a certain extent, although, you know, I'm playing a character that was created 5 years ago in the mind of Robert Kirkman. So it's probably a little bit different than playing, you know, an icon.
Actual Buddy Holly.
As Buddy Holly, yeah.
Yeah, but the fans,
Have you ever been dead?
Have you ever been dead? In
In real life?
Let me put that together. No, I haven't. But I know you were in a really bad accident, right?
Yeah, it was an accident that turned into a blessing because out of that accident, I created the Traumatic Brain Injury Act that President Clinton signed into an act in 1997.
Gary's being a little braggadocious because he's been dead. And he wanted to,
No.
It is a little braggadocious to point out, because know he hasn't been dead.
Braggadocious is a town in Louisiana, and I haven't been there.
I didn't know.
And there's no such thing as death. You go to the other place with a guide, and it's very, very fun.
So was that a trick question when you asked him?
Nothing's a trick with me,
Okay.
dummy.
Yeah, that's obvious. That was an obvious one.
Help me out here, speak.
No. I'm listening here. You have the floor.
Where do you shoot the show?
We shoot outside of Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
Sonoy, yeah. So it's very hot. We shoot all summer long. And
Well, welcome to Humidityville.
yeah, exactly right.
Didn't you guys just finish? You just finished the season?
Just wrapped season 7. So I was there from end of April until Thanksgiving.
Are you happy about how the show ends this season?
Yeah. I think that the audience will. I mean, I know happy is a kind of a. It depends on what side of things you're looking at it. But as a fan of the show, I think we ended this season.
Does everybody end up dead?
Pardon me?
Does everybody end up dead at the end of the show?
No. A lot of people do. But it's Walking Dead takes place in the I guess the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Well,
and
that's-
Negan.
It's
so-
like a different kind of carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd
yeah.
love it.
Yeah, and Negan is a pretty amazing character. We've been watching this
gotta
group
watch
of
this
people
now.
travel
watch
for years now throughout this apocalyptic world and kind of looking up to him. And one guy's become the hero, Rick, and we've been watching this all build and build and build. And finally, he's met this Force Negan who's got all these guys behind him that are
Who's Force
hell-bent.
Negan?
No, Negan is a
Force.
force.
Negan is the force of nature. I guess the heroes of the show. The show's been on for 6 seasons before Negan, this character, shows up, and it follows this group of survivors led by one guy, and they've become our heroes of the show.
Are the
and they've
survivors dead people walking?
No. There's dead people walking that they fight off. They're human, live humans, and
I gotta watch this.
I
I'm
guess
watching
I
this.
guess what you find out in the course of this show and this year especially is the problem isn't the Walking Dead. It's the living, and in this case, it's Negan who's.
With the,
It's
creating
all-
the
I bet
issue.
when you break it all down the bottom line, it's the executives.
And it is the executives at AMC.
I'm kidding.
How much
I'm kidding.
pressure is it to walk into a show that's it's arguably the biggest show on television right now? Or it's definitely the biggest show on cable, and it's like you have a major role in it. So it's like if you fuck it up, everyone there's no way to hide that.
I think I feel it more now. I didn't. I was a fan of the show, but I don't think I realized just how many people watched it or how people were so passionate about it and all that stuff that goes with it until you live it. I mean, it's just a different world
that's
now.
proper.
It's
What network are you on?
it's on AMC.
American Movie Channel.
Is that what it is?
Or
think
American
it
Movie
was-
Classics.
yeah,
I think.
it was. I don't know what. I mean, now I think it's just AMC.
I think it's just AMC.
Yeah.
It used to be,
Something else, but-
movie classics, but I don't think it is that anymore.
Turner Classic Movies.
No, it's not on that channel. It's on AMC. But
What
when
was it called?
What
I didn't say it was on that channel.
No, I know. I'm just making sure the audience knows.
What does it say?
Because they tend to get
think,
confused.
You think
American
you're-
Movie Classics.
American Movie Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he said I was wrong.
2003.
Oh,
No, you're never wrong.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
Nobody's ever wrong. If you
Right.
think you're wrong, you're failing yourself.
Here's what I picked up, especially it hit me when I was watching the premiere.
Gary,
of
you're
this.
like a walking bumper sticker.
Who, me?
Yeah, everything that comes out of your mouth, I feel like it could be
But
like
you know
a
what?
saying. I like it.
I got a bumper sticker for you.
Go.
It's going to be your favorite.
I love it.
It's called "I'd Rather Be Drooling."
Why?
Because he's dead.
His character is still living. but what I picked up watching
That's
this,
pretty good. I'd
That is
rather be
good.
It's
drooling.
very good. It's better than
People pull up behind you and see that and go, "Ooh, steer clear of this dude."
Yeah.
That way you'll be isolated and you'll be safe.
I think a lot of
tremendous.
guests for this show actually leave with that bumper sticker. What I picked up from the season premiere was how difficult it's got to be this guy because, like, Negan, like, is so cool, you know, and is so like quick and has all the one-liners and it just has a cool look that you want to love him, right? The instinct is for him to be that bad guy that you love,
Right.
But you've got to make choices, and I guess the writers have to make choices too. What are you doing, Gary?
That's not me.
I'm pretty sure it was. That make it so that he's still hated, right? And
Well, I think he does things that you're going to hate him. I mean, when he's bashing someone's brains in.
That would be a hater, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's incorrect. That's what I love him.
That is a beloved character for 7 years.
right.
Gary panting is throwing me off.
Yeah,
my
tell you the
meeting.
truth.
Yeah.
It's not panning. It's excitement.
Oh.
I'm doing a play called The Perfect Crime,
Doesn't make right
and
now.
I'm playing the part of a baseball bat killer. Shut up laughing.
Whoa.
Oh, so
baseball bat killer.
Then you have a lot
that
in common.
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
yeah.
I'm always
because I'm a
serious.
baseball bat killer in Walking Dead.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not fucking with you.
Do you ever you're not fucking with me?
Her name's Lucille.
It's about time.
Her
name's Lucille?
Lucille, wrapped in barbed wire. A baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire.
And why do you pick the name Lucille?
It was the name of Negan's wife who dies of cancer. And he's still
Lucille.
carrying,
Wrapped in barbed wire.
wrapped in barbed wire. You want to take that idea? Run with it in your play?
I'll make it happen tomorrow night.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
It would be topical too. I mean, the
come
audience
out-
would go
I'll
quite
come out
crazy.
with
The
a
audience would love it.
I'll come out with a bat wrapped in barbed wire and tell the audience, if you're not reacting to this play properly, you're going to meet my bat the hard way.
I like that. That
Thanks
sounds
for
right
the
out of
tip.
Negan's
It's
playbook.
a Negan line. It is. I like it.
And I think that you're wrong. People don't dislike you when you're killing loved characters. I think it's great.
I think it's a
I do.
split.
It's awesome.
I think it's a split. I think some people were. I think fans of the comic book were really kind of looking forward to it. And I think other people that aren't aware of the comic book or this character as much just still kind of dislike Negan a lot, which is okay.
It's not a cheesy bad guy. Like some bad guys are a little cheesy, but it's brutal. I mean, it's really brutal.
You know what?
Brutal
Let me tell
character.
you something. All the bad guys in movies and TV, they're not bad. They're just misunderstood by the public.
Because they think what they're doing is right.
That's right. And
They're not doing something necessarily
And I think
maliciously.
I think
Welcome to Earth.
That
Right.
definitely works in Negan's case. I think to survive that long in this world, it's like if you look at the heroes of the show, Rick and Daryl Dixon and those guys, they've done some horrible things. And remember, they killed 30 saviors while they slept. So I've only killed 2 of them. When
Right.
you think about it. When you break it down, it's not even a fair
You were
deal.
going to have his kid's arm cut off, which I thought was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I thought that was the most intense part of that first episode.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. I said this today on the show. I'm going to be beyond furious if Carl kills Negan. If that's what happens on this show, I need to know right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
Don't tell
yeah,
him. Don't tell
because
him.
if that's what happens, I need to stop watching now because I'm going to be very upset.
Sam loves Carl, and he can't picture Carl being immoral.
That's
Really?
not.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Just
I was,
admit it. So what?
I was hoping Carl's arm would get cut off in that episode. I'm ready for Carl to meet his maker.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Look, Chandler's a good kid, and
I mean, I don't have anything against the boy, you know.
Yeah.
But the character, I'm ready for him to
Oh, really?
meet his maker. Yeah.
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 Sam likes younger children. He doesn't like the fact that he doesn't like that Carl is older.
That statement can really be misconstrued.
Sam, you just said something that brought to my mind one of the best songs I've ever heard to end a movie.
Good.
And it was Daniel Lanois' song, Meet the Maker, at the end of Sling Blade.
Great movie.
I don't remember that
Great
song,
movie.
though.
Great
Well, that's
movie.
because you were asleep.
No, I was wide awake, but I
couldn't
probably
follow
just
it.
didn't remember it.
Great movie.
It's great meeting you.
Had some potty
I'm
meat.
not leaving.
I am.
Shook his hand and said,
Yeah. Hey, really a pleasure. Where are you going? Nowhere. I'm just going to stay.
Do you think that Negan shows zero vulnerability on the show, right? And that's the strength of him. Like the trick is that
I think he's just a step or two ahead of where everyone else is. I
Right.
think he's just
Vulnerability is very powerful.
I think
Right.
he's got the charisma and the sense of humor, and definitely the brutality going for him. But I think he's just super smart as well, and I think that's where he was.
Did you say secret
underestimated.
smart?
Gary just farted.
Gary
Gary just farted.
I want to
keep
know
up
how
with
I
you,
ended
man.
up in
What's going
this
on with
fucking
the show?
interview. How the fuck did I walk into this?
I don't know.
Gary just farted.
No.
Welcome to the show.
This is fucking fire.
You get to meet your hero. He played Buddy Holly.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
You never
I mean-
thought Gary Busey would be farting on you in mid-explanation, did you?
I'm telling you.
Okay, I got something for you.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
good.
I was hoping.
I'm writing a
Another
book.
gasser?
I'm putting a book together called Buseyisms.
Oh,
Where
good.
I take
I
a
hadn't heard
word.
about
No.
this.
Shut up! Where I take a word, I take the letters that spell the word and create a definition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The word
This is
fart,
news to
which
me.
is a natural bodily function
It
men
certainly
and
is.
women and children all do,
Right.
including animals. FART
Some
stands for
pick the
Shut
timing
up!
a little.
Yeah,
Okay,
please,
no,
he's
you're right.
finishing.
You're right.
FART
You're right.
stands for feeling a rectal transmission.
Oh,
See?
yeah, no.
So
it's
now
still-
that you know that, you get on an elevator and let out a fart, and then ask everybody to play Name That Smell, and you'll be very popular.
It really doesn't justify your behavior, Gary.
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't.
No, it justifies.
That was a loud
everything.
gasser you just
You know
got.
what that does, Sam? That justifies everything you're not.
Which is a fart. Yeah, I know. I guess I can accept that criticism. You know,
Criticism is fun.
like here's the problem, Gary. I was wondering,
Help me. Hit me
No,
over the
you're
head.
on your own. I got your back.
Gary. Like I was wondering
Buseyisms.
if
Who was wondering?
I was wondering if we were going to see more vulnerability from Negan's character on the show.
Yeah, and you got a
that's-
loud fart.
Yeah, I was trying to.
You're never going to know that
Why?
because
The
you're in
guy's
the
right
audience.
here.
He's not going to tell you that. That's just.
You're not gonna tell me?
That's like
It's a
asking
trade
a chef. Hey, Sam, wake up. That's like asking a chef for his recipe for a favorite food he makes for you.
They love telling their recipes.
Yeah, there's cookbooks.
I know. But the cookbooks don't have the recipes of secret invasion to your digestive system and your taste bud area.
No, you're right. I guess I
It's
thought
like
this
Colonel
was-
Sanders' secret recipe.
Hey, there you go.
So
Right.
you're
Exactly.
saying Negan's vulnerability are those 7 herbs and spices?
Yes, exactly
We really
right.
can't talk
That I
about it at
can't- I
all.
can't
No,
tell you
no.
what those
You know
are.
what Colonel Sanders' secret is?
What?
He dips
Yeah.
all of his chickens after they're plucked
Yeah.
in kerosene.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I
then
have no idea.
You eat a piece of chicken, you'll be running to the bathroom.
I see.
You know what
I
you can
see.
do too after eating Kentucky
A lot of bathroom
Fried
humor
Chicken?
out of you
Yeah, I love
today.
that.
You can get stick matches this big and light your farts.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Now you do.
I didn't know that. Next time you come in, you've got a trick for us.
No,
My
next
kid
time.
this would be his favorite conversation ever.
He would love that, right?
Talking about farts, the whole
How-
interview about
right.
farts, he'd be.
How old
in.
is your kid?
He's 7.
Okay.
That's about right.
This is his conversation. He'd
Right.
be stoked.
Right. Yeah.
Did you hear Gary fart though while you were talking?
I did.
Farting is a strange way of interrupting.
What's it stand for?
FART stands for feeling a rectal transmission.
That's 100% right. That's 100% right.
It's fun too.
Have you been? Have the Walking Dead fans hated you? Like, do you get people that can't separate? Because people did love Glenn,
but
and that
not
they're-
as many as I anticipated.
Right.
Mostly people have been very kind. But there are people, I get some good hate mail and people that just dislike the character, and they definitely don't separate between reality and fiction. But mostly folks have been really cool.
And you're on board for at least through season 8. You said, is that right? Or we don't-
Into season 8.
yeah. So you right?
May or
So
may
we
not.
don't, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
Well, you need a good bad guy though. Without a good bad guy, it's pointless because zombies are pretty easy to kill. So you need a good villain.
Zombies are impossible to kill.
No, they're not.
My
A headshot
6-year-old
kills
son
them.
will tell you that.
Oh.
No, your
He's
6-year-old
got
son
a-
will probably
he's
tell you
got
they can be
zombie
killed.
books, and he can get zombies on his telephone. They can't be dead.
No, you can kill zombies
Brain
with
shot.
a shot
Yeah,
to the
brain
brain
shot.
shot to the head.
You know what goes ha 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 thud? That's a zombie laughing his head off.
No, I guess that.
So the thud would be.
The head hitting the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
Your intelligence is climbing.
How does the zombie laugh?
I don't know. I don't know.
Shit out of me.
Yeah. Car crash for Gary
Was that a
Busey's
fart?
joke.
What was that?
I do want another one though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the great thing about dead people. They don't fart.
They do actually. That's
Well,
not
you
true.
still
They
talk-
do when
Gary.
they die. Hold on, when they die, they do. They emit a lot of gas.
Why are we still
That's
talking
true.
about farts?
That just disappears into the atmosphere.
Gary,
Well, yeah.
why are you still talking about farts?
Why? What?
Why are you still talking about farts?
Because they're
Why
awesome.
not? You're
Well,
not. You're not talking about anything more
I'm,
interesting.
you keep interrupting me with your flatulence.
Well, you know what? You're being interrupted because people don't want to hear you. And I'm kidding. Everybody needs to hear Sam.
I appreciate that, Gary. You're probably doing us all a service to tell you the truth.
I am.
I think so.
You'll realize it later when you go home and bathe.
So the next, I was reading that the next project you're doing was with Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah,
Is that right?
It was a movie that we shot a couple years ago that comes out. I think in a week or something. Is that? I think December 16th, maybe.
December 16th is
I
right.
looked at my publicist, who's fired, and she doesn't know.
She was about to leave. She said, I
She's
quit.
like,
I
I'm done.
quit.
What's the movie called?
Solace. It's myself and Anthony Hopkins and Colin Farrell and Abby Cornish.
I have to tell you, like, the two best bad guys on TV right now are you on Walking Dead and Anthony Hopkins on Westworld.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Amazing.
I don't even
on
see him
that
as a
show.
bad guy though.
I don't
Have
really
you-
either.
Are you caught up?
I'm close to being caught up.
He starts to get more and more of.
I know.
feel like now.
I think the last episode
Yeah.
that he does, but he is he's such an amazing dude. We
He is.
became really good friends.
Anthony
shooting
is
it.
amazing, a giver. He's such a giver when he's working with others. as you
Yeah,
know.
and I was going to actually ask Jeffrey about that because he just worked with me.
Have you worked with Anthony?
Yeah.
What'd you do with him?
We had a panty raid in Atlanta.
Well, Gary likes panties. Jeffrey, have you ever worn panties?
Got him on right now.
God, dog, this is good.
So you worked with him. You did a film. What's the film? Who are you in the film?
I play a cop, and believe it or not, this movie was written as a sequel to Seven.
Oh, wow.
So originally it was written as a sequel to that, and then it went through a couple different transformations. But I play a cop who enlists the help of Anthony Hopkins, who is a psychic, to find a serial killer. Ooh. And he's so good in it. And the serial killer is Colin Farrell. So it's a little bit of psychic cat and mouse. And
Yeah.
it's a cool little movie. I'm excited it's finally coming out. It got caught up in the relativity bullshit.
Yes.
And so
Relativity?
Yeah.
It's not the.
Oh Jesus!
Is there a Busey?
What did you open up
opened
there?
up the whole
No,
universe
no.
of questions.
Who plays Einstein in this thing?
No, relativity.
Daniel Kurland.
the movie company that got caught up in like chapter 12 or something and got shut
Shepard?
down. So all the movies. What?
Shepard?
Yeah, Shepard.
Shepard.
How many sheep do you have in the movie?
100% right. Speaking of Shepard, you live on a farm, right? You work on a
I
farm.
do. I do
Yeah,
live on.
see, there we go.
Nice fucking segue.
Well, I'm trying to.
Nice. That was
There
good.
is this. I
What
want
you
you
do
to.
on the
I was
farm?
still sweating about the Shepard shit, but now I'm good.
Yeah.
we got there.
Were you involved in any farm births?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Me too.
Yeah.
Changed in ropes.
Okay, well, listen.
yeah?
Listen, let's ask Jeffrey the question.
What kind of farm birth?
Right?
I'm still here, buddy, so shut up.
Do you know what Highland cattle? Do you know the breed of Highland cattle? They're Scottish bred cow. They all have long hair and they're massive.
Yeah, I do.
So I had my first baby
Farm
Highland
birth?
cow born in the spring. Oh, look, there they are right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're silly looking.
And they are cool. They are silly looking, and they're awesome.
They look prehistoric.
Yeah, they do. They're kind of half
People-
mammoth, half cow.
That would make a great coat for someone.
No, you're right. You're absolutely
I'm
right.
wearing my farm cow coat. What is that kind of Highland?
Highland cattle. Yeah.
Highland cattle.
Did you help birth
Nice
it?
job back there.
Did you help? Did you help? Did you help it? Lift your mic a little bit.
No, man. I didn't have to help because the mama cow, Alice, this was her 7th birth, and literally she was standing up and just boom, a cow.
Done.
Literally,
They
it was like
shoot
a
them out
slingshot.
like heat-seeking missiles.
And an hour later, this little baby was up and walking, and me and my kid just sat there watching the whole thing, and he was talking about farts the whole time. It was
Good for
was
him.
awesome.
My kind of cow.
They
My
said
kid, not the cow.
cows fart a lot. Cows do fart a lot. You know that. That's actually a problem.
You know what cow?
Again
Because Gary brought
You know
it
what
up
the
and
word
Jeffrey brought it
cow?
up.
You know what COW stands for?
What?
Come on, woman.
I see. That makes sense to me.
It does actually going to make sense.
It's very, very good.
Come on, woman.
Do you get to keep the Lucille prop?
I'll definitely before it's all said and done.
Hook or
swipe
crook,
it.
it's going home
yeah,
with you.
Yeah,
You got to, right? Is there only one?
No, we have a couple.
Yeah, one, I
'Cause
guess, a
she
blood stain.
She tends to get messy.
There was one in that first scene. You pulled that bat back, and there was a piece of skull or skin hanging off it.
Yeah.
That first, it was fucking brutal, man.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so good.
Some brain matter, like
It was
hanging on.
It was like literally like a piece of a wig hanging off it. It was like somebody's skull.
Yeah.
Piece of
Do you
a
have
wig. I suggest you, when you walk the streets of New York or Atlanta, carry that bat.
There's so many out there right now. I can't walk outside a door without somebody having a Lucille right now. It's crazy.
Do you have a favorite?
Lucille!
Do you have a favorite Negan line?
Gotta do it wrong.
Probably fucking fuckity fuck at this point.
What?
That's my favorite line.
What is it?
Fucking fuckity fuck.
Negan has a bit of a potty.
That's not Disney. That's not Disney.
No, it's not Disney.
No.
Negan is every other word is the fuck. Some version of fuck.
Do you know what that stands for? F-U-C-K?
Please tell me.
No, I'm going to tell you.
You should put a book out with these things.
It was I Am, a Buseyism book. It's being published. And fuck, F-U-C-K stands for fornication on the consent of the king.
I heard it was for unlawful carnal knowledge.
Well, that's your stupidity. That's you and Jack Nicholson.
Well, listen, The
bless
Walking
you,
Dead
Jack.
is on Sundays at 9
Yeah,
p.m.
Walking Dead.
on AMC, and I will tell you that your character brought me right back into the show.
Tremendous.
I thought I was
thank
done,
you.
and you brought me back in, and I'm
Thanks
back in.
very much.
I'm in.
Should we take a quick break?
Yeah, and I love what you're doing.
And
so.
I'm the newest fan of the show.
Yes, you are.
Thanks, Gary.
Gary Busey is sticking around. Jeffrey, we're going to let you get
Awesome.
back to
Thank you, guys.
your regular interview circuit. But
Thanks
I want
for
you
having
to
me.
leave here with the knowledge that we did try to form a semblance of an interview.
I think it was great.
Good.
Yeah,
I think it was
absolutely.
great. I think
That was good,
Gary
man.
kept
Yeah.
it moving the whole time.
You had a
Oh,
legend
you-
cut a
you-
gasser
you.
on you. What's better than that?
You said fuck,
Gary
fuck,
is a
fuckity
talent.
fuck. That got everyone.
We'll be right back.